Hereby call this meeting to order. We need an approval for today's agenda.
I make the motion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Agenda is approved. Approval of last meeting's minutes.
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are approved. New business.
So we do have one item on the agenda today for update to minimum qualifications. And this is for our Economic Development Coordinator position in our Community and Economic Development Department. So if you look down towards the middle of the page, they're just minor tweaks to the minimum qualifications. The first change is we would like to update some language to be consistent with other job postings. So right now, it does say that candidates need an equivalent combination of training and experience, but we've added which provides the knowledge, skills, and abilities to perform the required work in this position. The second item that we're looking to add is that the candidate must have a valid driver's license and maintain that throughout duration of employment, because driving is a requirement of the position. And those are the two changes. Yes?
I wanted to point out something I saw here that I thought was interesting. It's the first time I've ever seen a job description that said work of considerable difficulty.
It does say that, yes. And that is something that we can look into if you would like us to. Let's see here, work, and is that, if you don't mind, see here, is that in the minimum
It's in
qualifications?
the first sentence,
The very first sentence, okay?
work of considerable difficulty. Now, it just interested me.
Sure.
An easy job.
As defined by who?
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe we were looking for a real special person.
I have a question on where you have which provides knowledge, skills, which is fine. But I guess I don't, what does that say that wasn't said before?
It truly is the same language. It is just that which performs the knowledge, skills, and abilities is a common HR language that is used throughout, I was gonna say, in all job descriptions, not just the city of Davenport.
And let me just add, wow, that is very loud. What Gina is tasked with, anytime we have a vacancy or anytime she's looking at a job description, she is looking to bring the language into alignment and making sure we have consistent language. So it may seem like, oh, this is something small, why are we doing this? This is something Gina is tasked with to make sure that our job descriptions are consistent.
I guess one other, all the job descriptions I had, but I just worked in business, other duties as required. I guess I don't know that I see them in these.
So that would be under examples of duties, not under qualifications, because it would be hard to actually screen somebody on that. Let me see, I don't,
If you look in the top section, you can see performs related work as required. So that is maybe a different way of saying other duties as assigned. So, yep, that's pretty typical, you're right.
okay. And then that is it for new business.
Any other?
Thank you.
Okay.
I make the motion that we approve.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Done. Old business. All right, certification list.
Sure, so we have two of those today for your approval. First one up is our senior mechanic position. This is a promotional position in our fleet division of Public Works, and our written exam was weighted at 100%. So candidates must be ASE certified, master certified within 6 months of hire, and then maintain that throughout their duration of employment. Have 3 years of experience as a skilled full performance mechanic, including 1 year in the repair of maintenance of heavy-duty diesel and construction equipment. And they do need to have their CDL and maintain that throughout duration of employment. And then our typical background, physical, and residency requirements. So we did have 3 applicants. Those 3 applicants were qualified and participated to the written exam. One did score below 70%, so that did leave us with 2 that are on the list to be certified today. And then our stats. Okay. And then next up is our street maintenance worker. This is an entry-level position in the street division of Public Works. We did have our 30-70 split, and it is part of our Teamsters Union. So qualifications are 1 year of experience as a general laborer, and then they must possess and maintain throughout duration of employment a valid CDL with Class B air brake endorsements. And then again, physical background and residency requirements. So we did have 30 applicants. 30 of those candidates were qualified and invited to participate in the written exam. 4 did not schedule, 2 did not show, and 1 did score below 70%. That left us with 4 candidates that passed the written exam and were invited to the interview. 1 did score below 70% on the interview. That left us with 3 candidates passing the interview and invited to the background check. 1 candidate passed the background check, and 2 are actually internal employees that previously passed it. And that leaves us with 3 on the list to be certified today.
All of them
Yes.
scored below 70%?
1 did score below 70% on the interview.
Okay. So it has all 4 of them.
So if you take the 4, yes, and then minus the 1, that would leave us with the 3 candidates that passed all components.
Okay, probably just a typo that it has all 4 of them scored below 70% on your sheet here.
Okay. Let's see here. See. Oh, yes, I apologize, that is a typo. So it should be the 3, yeah. Yes, no, I was trying to figure out where that was at. So yes, that does need to be updated. Thank you for catching that. Yes,
Okay, I would like to say that I'm happy about the final selection, there being a male black, a male white, and a male Hispanic.
yes. Well, we are happy about that too. Thank you.
It just happens that way, but that's a good thing.
It is. It's extremely good. Okay, excellent. And then that completes our certification list.
When you get like 30 applicants and very few qualified, are a lot of them just shouldn't apply anyway?
Well, the majority of those that were not qualified for this position is because it did require a CDL upon application. And the majority of the applicants did not have that CDL.
Could they get the CDL and reapply?
They could, yes, once another vacancy were to open. Correct.
Okay, we have to vote.
Any other questions? I don't want you to go away dissatisfied.
No. So this one, you had to have a CDL to be qualified.
This one, yes, that is correct.
Why different on this one than on
So-
everything else?
Yes, Lori, yeah, that works.
This one's a little nuanced. So historically, this would be like an internal laborer would then promote up to this position. But we have such a large number of new laborers right now that you can't generally promote up until you've been there at least 6 months. So we're just in a little bit of an odd, because of turnover, in a little bit of an odd space. Like normally this position would not have been posted to the public. It would have only been posted internally. And our laborers, we do help them get their CDL. So it's just, this one was just a little bit of a timing of vacancies and a quantity of new employees we have.
So this would be, the outside candidates had a little different
Right.
requirements than what an internal. Now, an internal candidate may not have had their CDL.
No, they would have, because we work with our laborers, it's a requirement to have your CDL within 3 months. So, but all of our laborers are newer, so they're ineligible to apply for promotions yet. So it was just more of a timing issue. So that's why the internal candidates all made it on the list. So we had actually posted this and then didn't have any, and Gina had to repost it again, and so it was just really purely timing.
I guess my question is, most every other one, you're given a certain length of time to get it, and this one obviously didn't.
Correct.
So this is one that the person has to drive from day one on.
Correct.
There's no learning curve on the CDL.
Correct.
Are there any other jobs like that, that you
So-
instantaneously, you automatically have to have the requirement that most other jobs don't require?
So in our streets division, our sewers division, and our compost position, all jobs greater than laborer require the CDL because they're generally promotional. And you already have it from being a laborer.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Did we vote?
No, we didn't. He was busy. asking
Rambling on.
questions. Yeah.
Ramble away.
Go ahead.
Accept the motion to approve?
I move that we approve the position.
I second it.
All those in favor?
I
Aye.
Well,
move that we adjourn.
Well, we're a little quick here, don't we have to at least
Don't
go
you-
15 minutes?
there should be a minimum.
Well, we haven't signed the papers yet.
Oh,
That's good. Need the motion to adjourn. She moved.
I make the motion.
Okay.
We
She
adjourn.
seconded.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned.